Mr. Voyagers. Today is Wednesday. We are halfway there. We are halfway. Yeah, we're halfway there through the last week of Read Alouds for our kindergarten year. I still can't believe it. I'm really excited though to finish our story today and find out and tell you guys what our book we're going to be reading tomorrow is. So get excited. Today is ready, go. Today is Wednesday, May 20th, 2020. And today we get to finish our story on the peddler and his caps. I'll remind you again, but at the end of the story, we are going to have some questions to answer on a piece of paper and a pencil. So you can always go back and rewind the video if you need help. I'm sure your parents would love to help you go back into the Read Aloud video so that you can go look for your evidence, because I will have some questions for you to answer today. Are you ready? Let's get started. We're going to start reading where we left off. So we're now on page 29. Can you find the word at? Yeah, A-T, at. You got it. At, ready, read. At last, he became so angry that he pulled his own cap, threw it on the ground, and began to walk away. What is his mental state right now, scholars? I know character mental state is ready, go. Character mental state is what the character is thinking and feeling. What is he thinking right now? I agree with you. He's thinking he's never going to get those caps back. He's tried so many times to get the monkeys to give them back to him, and they won't. How do you think he's feeling? Yeah, he's so angry. He's so frustrated, and I'm starting to think he might be feeling a little sad now because he needs those caps, and when I look at his face, he looks really frustrated and he's getting really upset that it's not working to get them back. But then each monkey pulled off his cap, and all the gray caps and all the brown caps and all the blue caps and all the red caps came flying down out of the tree. Well, that seems weird. Why would they do that? I'm not really sure what just happened. So I'm going to go back in. Yeah, we're going to go back and reread. Let's go ahead and go back to our last page. What did the peddler do first? Oh, okay, let's read it again. At last, he became so angry that he pulled off his own cap, threw it on the ground, and began to walk away. But then each monkey pulled off his cap. Oh yeah, remember the monkeys copy what the peddler does. So now they're pulling off their cap. And all the gray caps and all the brown caps and all the blue caps and all the red caps came flying down out of the tree. Oh, so I know that because the peddler took off his cap and threw it on the ground, the monkeys copied him. And now they're throwing them all to the ground. Oh my goodness. Monkeys are really silly. So the peddler picked up his caps and put them back on his head. First his own checked cap, then the gray caps, then the brown caps, then the blue caps, then the red caps on the very top. So what do you think his character mental state is now? Yeah, I think he's thinking, yes, I got the caps back. He finally achieved his motivation and has the caps back. How do you think he's feeling? Yeah, I agree. I think he is feeling happy, but remember, we're trying to use strong first grade feelings. So what's a first grade feeling for happy? Good thinking, scholars. I also think that he's feeling relieved. Relieved is like, whew! We know that he really wanted those caps back. He needed them, right? He needed them to make money, to be able to pay for things like his lunches. He's feeling so relieved that he has them back. Relieved is when you have a feeling of like, oh, phew, I'm glad that happened. I'm glad this is fixed. I'm glad that's over with. Or I'm glad it all worked out. And I know in this story, it's all working out now and he's getting what he needs. And slowly, slowly, he walked back to town calling, caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap. So scholars, we're at the end of our story. And I know that at the end, we usually face the solution. Solution is get ready, go. Solution is how the problem is solved. What is the solution in our story? Yeah, you're right. The monkeys gave back his caps. We know that the monkeys were copying him. So as soon as the peddler threw his cap on the ground, the monkeys did too, and it gave the caps back to the peddler. Awesome job. Give me some Texas cheer, get ready, go. Yeehaw! So I told you at the end of our story today I would have a few questions for you to answer with a piece of paper and a pencil. So if you need to go get that, we'll freeze. You can pause me. Good, and we can come back and get ready to write those answers. So one of the first questions I have for you from this story is, in what order does the peddler wear his caps on his head? In what order does the peddler wear his caps on his head? Ooh, I wonder if you're going to get the order completely right. I want you to tell me the order from the very first cap that he wears on his head all the way to the last caps that he stacks up there. So that is the first question I want to know. Be sure to include your text evidence. Remember, you can rewind and go back in the story to try to figure it out. Another question I have for you today is, how much do the caps cost? Ooh, I wonder if you caught that while we read. How much money do the caps cost? And the last question I want you to answer on your piece of paper is, what are the monkeys like? So when I say what are they like, I want to know what they're like as a person. So I know people can be all kinds of different things, right? People can be really nice and friendly. People can be really mean and evil. People can be really courageous and brave. I want you to think of some words to describe the monkeys based on their actions that we saw them doing in the story today. What are the monkeys like? Wow, Vista Voyagers, awesome hard work and participation during our Read Aloud today. Get ready because tomorrow we are going to read a book about kindergarten graduation. As you know, this is our last week of Read Alouds together. I've been so impressed with you and your hard work as you tune in to Read Aloud every single day with me. I know your teachers are so proud of the hard work that you've been showing, and I just love the time that we've been able to spend together reading these stories and getting ready to go to first grade. So come on back tomorrow for one of our kindergarten graduation books we're going to read, and I can't wait to see you then. Bye, Vista Voyagers!